Italo Ferrara came from humble beginnings by Formosa, learning to surf on a cooler lid, and now he's one of the best in the business. We got two more of the top-notch surfers, some of the best in the world. Griffin Colapinto up against Gabriel Medina in this quarterfinal number 2. Kaipaguro
already has the one over there in Portugal. There's a big matchup right now. Pressure on Gabe, though. He's never won here at home at the Championship Tour level.
Medina activates. Here we go with the 3-time world champ. Slashes off the top. Smooth on rail on the Cabianca design board. Roundo and a rebound. Just a soft start for Gabe Medina, but he'll take that. He'll put a number on the board.
I like the roundhouse, though. That was pretty cool, and it's not a maneuver that you see all the way around. It was pretty rad. So drops in, decent-sized wave on the outside, had the one carve, but as you can see, much better right here, all the way around. Love the way that board's been looking. Kaipo, the Cabianca with the Brazilian flag colors on it. And you can see right here, deep off the bottom, 3-time world champion going to work right here on the outside. Great first carve, really put some more emphasis on the first turn. And as you can see right here, the way he compresses and stays compact off the bottom, it really allows to bring him the board around all the way again. So the roundy looking good. It seems like it should be a decent score.
Yeah, 3.33 semifinal. That was back in 2013. So
ooh, right.
Right for Griffin Colapinto, looking for the ramp. Oh. And he slashes the oncoming section instead. Big layback. I love the loading up. He looked like he was telegraphing for an air, but then kept that mayhem board on rail with a big forehand slash.
Under the lip right here.
You like the maneuver choice here?
I do, oh, for sure. I mean, the way he was able to project down the line, gain some speed with the first 2 pumps right there on the open face. Great maneuver selection, but the emphasis right there on the finishing turn. I mean, you close that up right there, and it looks even more impressive the more closed up you get, but some strong surfing right there. And
Medina's on the move here. Offshore winds grooming this left, and he's too deep. Priority to Griffin Colapinto, priority air to Gabe Medina. Unusual for Gabe to make an error like that.
Yeah, but there are more waves on the outside right here, and he might be in position to get a rebate wave. Kaipo, he's looking at one.
You used this playbook before and surfed down the beach here in Etown. Now here we go. Ooh. Pulls it to the barrel, comes out, and gets axed on the way out of the doggy door. Looked like he had that thing in the bag.
He did. He did. I think he just maybe stood up a bit too tall when he was coming out of the barrel right there, but also the fact that he was able to get a 6 on a right with just a single turn tells you a lot about today's conditions.
There goes Griff, and he has to pull out. Pretty wally at this point. Gabe Medina interested in this wave. Medina going left again. Speeds down the line. Nice carve on the forehand for Gabe. Looking loose on the Cabianca. Steps on the tail. Seeking a ramp. Rampless. A little frustrating for Gabe Medina. Now we can check in with Rachel Apollonio. A lot of activations. Look at all of the Vendor Village activations. We got a standing wave there. We got the sound stage. We got Gabe Medina up on a right this time, looking for a ramp, and still rampless for Medina, searching, fishing through the lineup. The final of El Salvador. Gabe Medina engaging in this wave, fades into this left, slashes off the top, throwing a ton of spray there. Medina comes around this section. Little sleepy, looks out the back. Wants a little more. Wave giving him a problem as it just backs off horribly, but he did get that one turn.
They just can't find the wave, Kipes. They can't find the wave. I mean, deep bottom turn right there has a strong maneuver. Was looking for a 305. He don't get it. It's just another 2. And I mean, look at this. He's waiting the whole time for this wave to stand up, and it just doesn't do it for him.
Frustration. 10 waves ridden by Gabe Medina. This one turn earned him a 2.47, not enough to take the lead.
And you normally don't see him be this active. You normally see him be way more complacent with selecting his waves, knowing that he wants to be on the better waves out there in the heat. They just haven't been out there for him. They haven't been out there for him, pitching for them. And Griff right here is looking to back up the 6.
Colapinto. Check turn there, gets back up into the lip. So comboed it up, and that's all he's going to get before diving off so he took out rather than take the jet ski ride.
Well, extremely intelligent. The 2-for-1 right here. A little bit of a softer section right there for Griff. He carves it down and then goes straight up into the lip. Nothing extremely explosive though, but as I said before, just looking to back up the 6, he did just that. He did just that. Robinson might cost him here.
Griffin finds this one. Lip glide, nice carve, and the finish. Needs to get through this section and does not. So 2 turns may slightly improve upon that 3.2, I feel.
Agree with you right there. Gabe's only needing less than a 6 right now. First turn wasn't bad, a bit more critical in comparison to the 3.2, but just the carve for the second one. I mean, he pulls out that third one and for sure improving on the 3.2 by a good margin. But once again, the critical nature of the first turn, Kaipo, might be an element of surprise for the judges right there in terms of improving on the 3.2.
Yeah.
Combos it up with the carve afterwards and a missed opportunity right here to capitalize on the finish. So Griffin complete, but it seems like he does.
Yeah, a slight improvement.
Griffin at the moment in the live rankings is number 2. So this is a consequential heat for him too, Kaipo.
Medina slashes off the top there. Combos it up one more time for the lip glide. Solid for the finish, fist bump. And the crowd absolutely loves it. The 6.6 is the requirement for Gabe Medina to turn this heat.
I don't know if I'm fully sold on that score right there. Needing a mid-6, it would have to be the best wave of the heat in this heat.
One more look at Medina's wave.
Yeah, first turn was decent. And then a little lip line floater for the second one too. A lot of reverb and a lot of backwash on that one right there for Gabe.
Score for Griffin Colapinto. We're waiting for the score for this wave right here, Mitch.
Yeah, and it seems like he had a deep bottom turn, carve, and then into the lip for the second one too. Again, that's 2 waves in a row now where he's fallen on the last turn. I will say though, the first turn was very strong. A lot of commitment on that carve right there on the open face. A much larger wave right here too, Kaipo. A little bit of variation, grabbing the rail right there for Griff. So, I mean, there is a chance he improves on the 393.
Did not turn the heat on the previous wave. Needs a 5.27 at this moment. Floats through here. Couple maneuvers. 5.27 is now the requirement. Gabe Medina on his last wave was a 4.67, so didn't take the lead, but he reduced the requirement. Now, we need 2 scores. This is what's going on. Heighten the requirement for Gabe Medina. Gabe right now needs a 5.27, but it could be more than that when Griffin's score drops.
Well, the first carve was a bit off, and then he really recovers well with the last floater to snap right there towards the end. You can see right here, he comes around the corner and not by default, but he kind of has to cut that turn short and then eventually makes it around the whitewater right here, and it's the little snap to floater right there, Kaipo. Timmy Ray is special right there at the end, and fortunately for him, he lands in a good position on the face of the wave.
So Colapinto gets it done. So Colapinto, he's moving on into the semifinals here in Rio. Meanwhile, we want to wish Gabe Medina good luck in the Olympics in Tahiti.
In a very nerve-wracking heat, how did you feel for you?
How did I feel? Well, it was just a crazy one. I was expecting us to just go blow for blow and get a bunch of high scores and have a bunch of opportunity, but pretty much went completely the opposite. And yeah, it was just scrappy. It was really hard to find the corner. There's like these side washes coming through the wave, so when they'd be coming in, like if you were behind it, it was like you couldn't get the wave at all. So you had to be in the perfect spot, and then there wasn't that many waves, so it was really hard. And then yeah, I don't know, it went my way in the end, just the way everything worked out. I even fell on my last 2 waves. I thought, wow, the crowd's going psycho. It's full force today.
So, and this is your best result here so far. How does it feel to break through the finals day here in Brazil?
Oh, it feels amazing, especially the waves. I mean, obviously the waves in our heat weren't insane, but there's definitely potential out there, and sun's out and the crowd's here. I got Italo in my next heat, so another local hero, and yeah, just keep doing my thing.
In the last 2 events, you've been struggling a little bit for finals day and good results. Have you had a different approach for this event?
Honestly, no. I just kept to my same thing, my same rhythm. You know, the last two events, like the things, how I got the things went my way, and then in that last heat, the last two events, things went the opposite for me, and I ended up losing early. And so that's just how it goes. You know, a full year on tour after 10 events, you're gonna have moments like this and moments where it goes the other way. So you gotta just, you know, trust your process and keep rolling.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to you in the semis. Thank you, guys. Back